Hello everyone, this is the gross anatomy of a sheep's brain video. We will be labeling the parts and dissecting, or have dissected it, and showing the sagittal surface of the brain. First, let's start with the different areas of the brain. First would be your frontal, that's here in the front. Your parietal, the two left and right. Your temporal here on the side, your occipital back here. The gyri or the gyrus would be the elevated ridges of the brain, which is this here. The sulci or sulcus is these deep brown marks here. These are the shallow grooves of the brain. The longitudinal fissure is this part that goes down here naturally. It separates your right from your left brain. Or the right and left hemisphere, sorry. The lateral sulcus is this here. It separates the temporal lobe, which is here, from the parietal lobe. The cerebellum, your cerebellum is this here. Here, your cerebellum. The pons here in this area. The medulla oblongata here. On the ventral surface, we will point out the different areas there too. So, let me just get my notes. Your olfactory bulb in here, your olfactory tract, which goes down that way as well, down there. Your optic nerves, which would be these things here that are pointed out. Your optic chiasm, which is this here. Can't see it because I didn't do that to the best of its area, but it's in there. Cerebral peduncle. The cerebral peduncle is there. The hypophysis, or the pituitary gland, which is this here, and it fell off when I did it, but it's this part that I dissected into two. Then it says locate the following optic nerve, which is the cranial nerve 2. So the optic nerve, like we pointed out here, we will be pointing out the ocular motor, trochlear, trigeminal, and abducens. So you have in this area, there would be on the stem area. So you have your ocular motor nerve, which comes out, of here. Your abducens, also here. Your ocular motor is in here, then your trochlear nerve is in here, the abducens is here, and then your trigeminal, which is the big ones. You can actually see it here. Those are the nerves. The midbrain, which would be here. So it says you would pull it down, and then you could see in here, you'd see the corpora quadrium, right and left, the superior colliculi, and the inferior colliculi, and the pineal body, which are in there, deep in there, because I dissected it already. It's a little difficult to see, but it's inside. In the sagittal section of the brain, so we will take off one of these, or we'll just open it up this way. You can see, well, first off, the brain, also known as the cerebrum. So this whole thing, cerebrum. So we open it up. The corpus callosum. The corpus callosum would be this part here. The fornix, which would be right under this here, this part there. Let's change the page here. The lateral ventricle. Lateral ventricle would be in there. In here, the lateral ventricle. The intermediate mass of the thalamus in here. The cerebral peduncle. We'll come back to that one. The pons, which is here. The medulla oblongata, which is here. The fourth ventricle. Fourth ventricle, which is right here in this area. The corpora quadrimina, back here. The cerebellum with arbor vitae. What that is I'm not sure if you can see it, but here the vitae looks like tree branches. That's why it's called arbor, because a branch tree-like appearance. So it's the white matter, which would be here. It also looks like if you cut open the cauliflower, that's what it looks like on the inside. And the pineal body in here. So that is the gross anatomy of the sheep's brain. Hope you enjoyed.